few minutes together, we are going to talk about everything new that we have in real estate in Spain. And there are a lot of things happening, changes in the regulation, and the government has pulled out of a decision that they made months ago about restriction and regulation for people renting places in portals like Airbnb booking or online in general, because they want to take the control of everything. But at the end, they decided to pull back. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. Like, I have a very special article talking about end of the touristic apartment registry. This is how the regulations stand after the Supreme Court ruling. So there are a few things to take in consideration here. It does not leave a legal vacuum. The different regional and municipal regulation remain in force. That means that in each region in Spain, they are going to still requiring what they were asking to comply if you rent your place. It requires owners to obtain an identification number in order to advertise on the platform. That means this registry were made in place asking owners to obtain an identification number in order to advertise on the platform. So I'm going to read a little bit about this regulation, and I'm going to explain step by step what were the implications of this for people owning apartment houses and renting them on portals online. So I'm going to be reading this a little bit. And this was published on the 22nd of May, where they officially made this public, informing people, the general population, and all the actors involved in the process. The single registry for tourist apartment has been struck down. The Supreme Court has cancelled the government tool against illegal short-term rentals, ruling that it encroaches on the powers of the autonomous community. Okay, this represents a legal setback for the Ministry of Housing effort to curb rising price. As we know, in Spain, there is a rising price of housing, and people are really suffering to find places. If you can have an idea, it's like renting a room now is in Spain can go up to 1,000 euro, and there is not a lot of people who have this money. So, but it does not create a legal vacuum. So that means that if the Supreme Court set back, this does not mean that people will do whatever they want. Okay, so there will be always a regulation in place somehow. The various regional and municipal regulation governing the conditions and limiting which apartment, houses, or villa can be used to accommodate tourists remain in effect. That means that the houses that were already under this regulation will still have to respect what was put in place. Okay. Below, we review what the single registry was for, what the court act to cancel it, and what the regulation now stand at. So, what was the purpose of the single registry? This is the first question we have to understand. Okay, what was the purpose of the single registry in Spain put in place? So this was required for property owner to obtain an official identification number through a form from the College of Registrar. This code then allow them to advertise on website and popular online booking platform. So that means that if you own a property and you want to rent it, it was an obligation to have a registration number that you will use to advertise your home online. In fact, few months after it came into effect, the Spanish Federation of Tourist Housing and Apartment Association told news that some registration application has been rejected, despite the apartment being legal in their respective autonomous communities. In those cases, they could advertise for example, with sign on the street but not on booking website. That means that even some people had everything in order, they were not able to get this registration number. So at the end, they could not like really take advantage of what were imposed to them as property owner. However, the Ministry of Housing maintained that the mechanism has brought to light 100,000 illegal tourist apartments and has asked the regional government to take action to close them, sanction them, and channel them toward affordable rentals. So, as you can see, this was put in place to have a control on everything related to that. So, what was the argument the Supreme Court used to justify the cancellation of the registration? They say the ruling acknowledged that the annual royal decree was not substantive regulation of tourist and seasonal rental, nor did it serve to grant authorization for that activity, has argued by the State Attorney Office against the appeal to the royal decree filed by the Valencian government. So at the end, this will be a little bit like it will stop for a while and then they will continue to. Oh, okay. I just want a minute, okay? I would like to correct few things here, please. I want to correct few things here. So, as I said, the purpose of this, okay, is to talk about real estate in Spain, sharing a little bit the tools, the updates, and everything you might need so you can make smart investment. So, in case you are wondering who I am, my name is Nicholas, and I'm real estate advisor, independent real estate advisor based in Malaga. I'm working with different constructors. I'm working in collaboration, for example, with two of the best real estate constructor and promoter in Costa del Sol. So right now we have very special project in different area. We have project in Marbella, Estepona, Fuengirola, Benajavis, and Soto Grande. And the best thing is like I'm focusing only on new project or new development because I would like to provide you all the new development so you can get them before anyone else. Because I think that the key in real estate business or investment is to find the deals before anyone else. And I would say that the best way to avoid like things that usually happen, like renovation cost, this is one of the main factors that pull people back when they think about real estate investment. So If you want to avoid property with renovation cost, just choose to go with new development. With new development, you won't have any issue about that. And I think that sometimes people are struggling or they have doubt because they don't know what are the steps when it comes to invest or find a property in Costa del Sol. So I will say that what we are doing with all the people working with me as a real estate advisor, as I said, I'm independent real estate advisor working with the top and the best constructor company in Costa del Sol. It's like we are not there only to sell you a home or to sell you a house. What we do is to provide you everything you need from the start to the beginning. So you find a place. I will make like a little summary of how the process work. Okay, so you can stop waste your time watching countless video or searching online for the property you want. First, let's say you want to buy an apartment, for example. You want to buy a property in Marbella, or you want to buy a villa in Spain, for example, and you choose that, okay, I'm going to search online in Marbella, in Malaga, in Estepona. The thing is, like, this will take you a lot of time searching online, watching videos, and this is very painful. And I know that if you don't have time, you won't stay there like watching video to try to understand what is it. And I think that most of our competitor, they waste people time because they drive you to a YouTube channel, so you watch the YouTube, you subscribe, and then they try to sell you something. I'm not here to sell you something. I just want to share with you the necessary process that you need to understand to find your dream home in Costa del Sol, either for personal use or for investment. So I was saying the first step is to find the property. Once you find the property you like, either an apartment, a villa, a penthouse, and you know a little bit the area where you want to go. Once you choose, the next step is just sign the reservation contract. And with the reservation contract, this mainly gives you the opportunity to be able to choose before anyone else the unit you want. Now, when you talk about the reservation contract when buying a property in Costa del Sol, in Malaga, in Marbella, or whatever, sometimes people are afraid because there are rules when signing the reservation contract. Okay. But I will tell you that in case something happen, the contractor pull back from the project or something happen, don't worry about that because you are covered and you will have your money back and you will even have the double of your money. Okay. So sorry. So the reservation contract is really there to protect the buyer and the seller. And as a buyer, you have the special protection and the advantage of choosing your unit before anyone else. In case you want more details about this topic, what I usually do, once you choose to buy a property with me as your real estate advisor and realtor, your preferred one, we will go for a meeting with the constructor, with the promoter. The lawyer will be there. Like everything is done to protect you. So I would like you to remove the fear you might have that, okay, I'm afraid, I don't know, maybe this is a scam. And because I have a lot of time, people asking me, like, Nicholas, why don't you do video like other real estate agent, like, okay, showing off the home, the thing? I'm really like, I'm not into that now. What I want is to help people. is to help you get the best home, is to show you the best area in Costa del Sol, is to help you move to Spain in case you want to move to Spain. You are living in UK, you are living in Ireland, you are living in Switzerland, in Germany, wherever you are living in the world and you are thinking about moving to Spain, I'm here to show you step by step what you need to do legally, financially, and practically. All the process, the system, the step you need to take when you want, if you want to buy a home. Now, if you are an investor, okay, right now with one of our promoter, okay, I will say and I will unveil the name. I'm working with one of the best real estate consulting company in Spain, okay, as independent agent. We have right now for investor project starting only from 365 euro, 365,000 euro. That means that with with this project, you buy it after 6 months or 1 year, you sell it, you make the double of the money you invested in the project. So I want you to not worry about anything regarding the topic, the process, the system, where to find the house, where to find the apartment if you are an investor, if you are thinking about moving to Spain, um, where to do, what are the best area. I will say if you are thinking about moving to Spain as a family, you have a family, you want to move to Spain and you don't know where to go, okay? Skip the step of going online and searching on Facebook, expert group, or or chat group. This is a waste of time. I would like to tell you, you want to move in Spain and especially in Costa del Sol, Malaga. You have a family. The best area for you will be Benalmadena. Why Benalmadena? Benalmadena is a really nice place because Benalmadena has an international school. Okay, in this school they teach kids in English, and also they are learning Spanish. So for family, Benalmadena is a very quiet area. Also, you have Estepona. Estepona in Spain now, and especially in Malaga, is becoming the new Marbella because Estepona has like very different outlook from what you can find all over Malaga. Estepona, everything you have in Estepona is new. And in Estepona, for investor, we have two main projects now. One project is called Tyrian. Tyrian is a real estate project and real estate investment made only for investor mainly. But if you want to live there, you can also live there. But Tyrian is a really great project facing the sea with amazing sea views, just like 5 minute walk to the beach. Everything is new. You have like spot to recharge cars for people with electric cars. You have like penthouses with sea views. Everything is amazing. This project, which is Tyrian, and Tyrian now is under construction, and there are only few units left because the project is will will be ready in something like less than 1 year now because the construction has started and the project is sold out. They only have few units left, but this project, I say, is facing the sea. You have nothing between you and the sea, and it's amazing. This project is located in Estepona. This is the first one for investor. For investor looking for home in Estepona, Tyrian is really a good choice. The second one is a project managed and sold by Ingalls, and Volkers. Okay. I also have the privilege of having information and knowing how this project is going. This project is called Azurian and is made especially for people who want to invest in real estate in Marbella or invest in real estate in Spain in general. This project will be a project where you buy an apartment, a penthouse, or a condo, you buy it, and you have only 60 days to spend there. And the rest of the time, the property will be managed the by by a big hotel brand. They manage everything. They manage everything related to taxes, to maintenance. Like you don't need to do anything. You just wait for your money. But you have 60 days to enjoy it. And there is a calendar. You will have to work around it with other people in the project, with other people involved in the project. So I think that for people looking for investment in real estate in Costa del Sol, this really is a really good choice. Okay. So I think that is very, very important. And now, if you move a little bit to Malaga, okay, for apartment for sale in Malaga, okay, this is something also that I think that people should know. Like for apartment for sale in Malaga, for me, I prefer to advise people to invest in new development, because with new development you have less headache. Everything is already done for you. The only thing you will need is just to get in case you want to use it. You want to use it yourself. You don't have any renovation cost. You don't have to buy anything for maintenance because everything is already done. You just need to equip your house. And talking about new development in Malaga, as apartment for sale, there is a project called Laguna Suite. This project is under construction right now, and the cheapest apartment now on the second floor is starting at 413,000 euro. Before we had unit cheaper than that, but they are finished. And the cheapest one now start at 413,000 euro. They are very nice. You have some of them with sea views, and this project is located in the heart of Fuengirola, which is a very nice area. You have a spa inside. You have a swimming pool. You have a gym. You have a co-working space. And for people with a penthouse in this project in Laguna Suite, they have penthouse with private swimming pool. Okay, and this project are amazing. I just want people to see that. So I want you to record this little video today talking about this thing. I think like if you are thinking about buying apartment in Marbella, it's really a nice area for investor. So for people who want to buy apartment or property in Marbella, as an investor is a good choice, and as independent real estate advisor working with the top real estate consulting, we have a lot of apartment available for sale in Marbella new. You don't need to worry about maintenance, renovation costs because everything is done, and we help you with the process from start to finish, the legal part, the financial parts, and everything involved. So you have a smart investment. Also, talking for people willing or buying property in Marbella, the process is very simple. I don't want people to worry about this, like, oh, do I need to watch countless video on YouTube to really find the property I'm looking for? I would say this is a waste of time. Okay. How to find property in Marbella without watching countless video on YouTube and wasting your time. The process is very simple. In our case, you just like you tell us the area, your preferred area. If you have an idea, if you don't have an idea, okay, you can come for viewing, you can see the property, you can see the area, and there is also a possibility to have a virtual tour. We show you the property available, and in case you like it, you receive the reservation contract very fast, the same day. And then when you come, we will be signing all the paper involving the lawyer, the notary, and everything. And you can have your home in Marbella or anywhere else in less than 7 days. Okay. So I think that is very important to take this in consideration. And that is it. So this is what I wanted to share this video, and I wish you a very good day. I will end the stream.